Let my hair go free. There we go. Hello. Hi, welcome. Auf Wiedersehen. How are you doing today? I am back. After almost destroying my voice yesterday, because I was so insanely mad at traffic. I was yelling in my car. Anyways, we're probably gonna end up talking about that, but holy guac and mole. I think I have this figured out, and we're gonna give it a try today. I think. So we'll see. Alright, but first I need to check my sound. 1 second. Oh, that was dumb. I should never put my headset down like this, because if I try to take it off, I'm gonna get a haircut. Okay, there we go. Oh, that was almost really bad. I was pulling hair out of everything. Alright. Hold on. Oh, I need to have these back on so I can actually, hear how it sounds as well. Hold up. Actually, I don't take these off at all. What am I doing? I've totally streamed before. That's a thing I've done. Not to many people, but I've done it before. Hold on, I gotta... Gotta let it not do that. 1 second. Alright, now I'm talking, blah, 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 blah. Okay, music sounds good. Why did I put that away? I'll use it for chat. 1 second. Let's unlock this again. Alright, there we go. Perfect. This might not be long because my throat's kind of shredded. And not for any fun reasons. Oh my god. So mad yesterday. So I would have it. I'm bad at getting into the office and getting up on time in the mornings. I'm good at my job, but I'm bad at getting to jobs on time. And it's an issue I have always had. And it finally caught up with me, and they were like, hey, you're on this probationary period where really you just can't be late within the next 60 days, or you're gonna go on actual probation. I'm on pre-probation right now. And yesterday I had a moment where, oh god, I was driving into the office and I was doing great on time. I was fine, nothing to worry about. But just as I was getting to the final exit that I need to take to get off the highway and onto just the roads leading to my job, I see a bunch of trucks that are road crew trucks, and one of them has big flashing signs on the back of it that says right lane closed, go to the left lane, literally right before my exit. And then as soon as I saw that, I caught just out the corner of my eye that one of the exits up ahead was closed, but I didn't see which one. There was a sign that passed by real quick, and I was like, oh shoot. But I thought it was my exit because they've been doing a ton of renovation there because they're building a new on-ramp right there. I was like, oh no, they've closed my exit. Okay, this isn't a big deal. There's another one I can just take down the way. It's not a big deal. I still have plenty of time. So I drive by my exit, but as I'm driving by, I look at it, I'm like, wait a second, they're not closing it. Because I see other people go down, but these trucks with these work crews in it, I see not taking that exit because I thought they were closing it right then and just driving by. I'm like, wait, no, they're not closing that exit. And then I went a mile more and I saw that there was the next exit that was closed and I didn't have to take that. Anyways, it wasn't a big deal. There's another one I can take that's down the line. But wouldn't you fucking know it? Wouldn't you just know it? And I didn't know this, but some dump truck decided it would be fun to not stop and absolutely slam into the car in front of it, or someone cut in front of this car and he couldn't stop fast enough and absolutely caused a wreck literally 3 feet in front of the exit that I needed to take. So it went from, I'm fine, I got plenty of time, I might be like 5 minutes late, but they don't care about that. Oh man, it taken like 10 to 15 minutes for me to go 1 mile, and it was the worst. And I think that's the most road rage I've ever had in my life. Because I'm like, because I had no idea that there was this wreck up there. So I'm like, why are we stopped? Like, there's not even any, like, there's off ramps, but there's no like on ramps. Why are we all stopped in this one area? And it's moving like at a snail's pace. Like, it didn't make any sense. And then I saw that there was a wreck literally right in front of the exit that I needed to take. I was this close to being screwed, but I had a brilliant idea where I remembered, hey, they're not checking to see if I'm in the office. They are checking to see if I am logged in on my computer. So what I did is I stopped right outside the gate because I still had just a little bit of time, and I logged into my computer. I connected it to my phone's hotspot, and then I connected it to my work VPN, and I logged into like the phone system that we use for like tracking our time and whatnot. And then I closed my computer, left it on, put it back in my bag, went and parked, grabbed breakfast, went up to my office, and have spent the last 2 days shitting my pants to see if they notice, because I basically couldn't be like 10 minutes late, and I was like 12 or 13 minutes late. So far, nobody's noticed. And if it stays that way, then I'm good. If not, then I'm not allowed to work from home for the next 60 days, which sucks because my job's going full in office on September 1st, which means that I will lose about 2 months of my last 2 months of my ability to work from home. So I had a scheduled like bi-weekly one-on-one meeting with my direct manager today, and he never brought it up. I didn't bring it up because if I did, that was it. Because they made it clear that even though I didn't do anything, it really was just like stuff around me. They made it clear like, hey, because I asked them about that, they said, hey, no, like, you gotta account for that stuff. Like, your attendance has been so bad that just one time being late, like, that's it. So, anyways, I kind of brought it on myself, but come on, that was, yeah. So, we'll see when they go over, like, timesheets and stuff on Monday. But I also have Monday off, so. So, needless to say, my throat is kind of shredded. This is probably going to be a short stream, but yeah. Oh, my goodness. But, okay, here's what I've been learning. We need to select everything. Then we need to auto mesh. I don't want to add a preset. Preset standard. Okay. And do I just hit enter? Like, how do I get it to go now? Oh, I just generated them. Okay, perfect. Perfect. All right. And then, here's what I've learned. We just auto-generate a mesh. Oh, and then, oh yeah, it was you hold down. You hold down space to move it around, okay? And then, all right, now I just want to select like a few things. Like I just want to, nope. Oh wait, no, I need to. Can I select all this stuff? No. What was? Why is that moving the background? Oh, that's because I have that selected. without selecting all that stuff. I just kind of did it. How did that happen? Well, now I'm confused. Can I just deselect everything? Oh my goodness gracious. Okay. I want to just select this stuff in here, but it's putting it on the paper. Okay, I want to lock that. Oh, no, that locks. Shoot. Okay, I need to lock that. No, I don't want to select everything. Can I unselect things? No. Oh, shoot. I had this here. Why is it selecting everything? Oh, because the square is in there too. Okay. Wait, hold on. What if I move that up here? Up to the... What if I move this up? What if I, okay. I thought I had this figured out for like 2 seconds. Can I deselect everything? I don't want this. Okay, there we go. Alright. Maybe without the stuff selected, I can actually move it. Nope, okay. No. Oh, gosh. It's always like the little things. Maybe don't select things that are underneath? No, it's selecting that too. I don't want the actual like square and everything. Oh gosh, I just want like the eye. Okay. How about let's just select the page. Let's just select the square then. Man, is the mouse wheel? Yeah, it's not quite as an aggressive a zoom. All right, and then okay, and then okay, she set this as like, in the tutorial I watched, she set this as body Z, and then she added these, and then she, oh no, we don't want to do that. Oh my god, look at that. Whoa, okay. And then she create rotation. No, I don't want to create one. Okay, it was like this. Yes, okay, then she did this. Okay. Maybe set this one. Okay, set it like that. Wait, no. And then she hit reflect. And now, oh, dang it, how did she do this? All right, I missed a step or two. Hold on, I'm bringing this up again.
The background color in here.
Probably gonna hear it.
Okay, then control.
It's on my phone.
Select
mesh generator.
Click standard. Standard is good for now. I'm working to remesh the layers and more details later.
This probably sounds terrible on stream. I'm so sorry.
Deselect your deck. Control to select or deselect.
Oh, hold control to deselect instead of select. Okay.
A rotation default. Name it head Z. Hold control and drag it to the center of the chin. Make sure that it's aligned with the nose and it is perfectly to the center. Click angle Z. Add 3 keyframes. These are consisting of keyframes.
Okay, there's a couple things that I messed up. Alright, so we're just gonna undo creating all of this. I'm actually going to go back and I'm going to select everything because I actually do need to. Alright, rotation, name, let's see, name, angle Z, destination part. Is this going to be a root part? Angle Z, create. Okay. I just said hold control. Let's zoom in a bit. Okay, no, I want to undo that. Why did I get it turn green before? Okay, hold on. Oh, there it is. Why is that green? Okay, I guess I don't want that green. I want these two. And be the center. Okay. Alright. Go to the left key point. Oh my god, why does it do that? Okay. Why does it do that? No, we want... Okay, hold on. She goes through this really fast. Okay. Why is it doing that though? Why is it like multiplying it so much? I don't understand. I thought it was just going to like move it, but it's this super cursed image. It's actually moving now though, so that's a plus. But it has the far right one as the... Alright, I'm just gonna hit undo until... Okay. I'm going to... Oh wait, I think it's because this is flipped around. No, she put hers like that. Okay. Wait, no. Okay, and then... Why does it do that? Why are you like that? What is it moving? Why is it like duplicating it a bunch? And why is... Oh wait, it's just showing what it was doing. Okay, that's just something just really first that happens. Okay. All right, now I wish. Okay, so it's all the way over here is now like this. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna try this again because I'm doing something wrong. She dragged it all the way to the right, and then she moved it. So we're gonna move it just 90 degrees. And that's here. Oh wait, I see. Now over here, I want to put in reflect. Okay, well no, now these don't do anything. And it goes back to middle and this stays. I need to reflect again? Okay, there we go. If we manually set it. Hey, there we go. Now it's actually doing its thing. I don't know why it wouldn't reflect what we got there. Now it's doing 90-degree turns. I actually made it move. Look at that. Okay. Okay, I did my first keyframes. Okay, okay, okay. Let's set this to just 0. Yay. Okay. Now here's the thing. Do I go with, when it comes to like, actually, no, I'm not gonna worry about eyes right now because they're complicated. I wanna see if I can just make the mouth go like up and down. So here we go. Okay. Okay, then we need to grab this back. I want to grab this, and then I want to control click to deselect things. Yes. Okay, now I just got the mouth. There we go. Okay. And then I want to, no, not this one. I want to, nope, I don't know what I just did. Nope. Control click, okay. And then, is it this one? Yes, okay. Destination portion, mouth. Optiformer of mouth. Yeah, its parent is going to be angle Z. Okay, perfect. Okay. Okay. No, I don't want these. I want this. Alright, what if I just... No. Well, hold on, I'm not grabbing the actual, like, bits of the mouth. That's what the issue is. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Okay. Okay, now that I actually have this, how do I? Okay, oh, no. Okay. Oh, I had it there. Oh, it's because I had to grab this one. Okay, so now I see where the issue is. So this is like, with how I've made the mouth, with having like that bottom lip there, I'm gonna have to do two things. One, I'm gonna have to have a, I'm gonna have to move it down, and I'm also gonna have to rotate it at the same time. That sounds like a lot for my first time. I don't want to do it because I need to have it like shaw up and then come down, shaw up and then come down. All right, what if I just wanted to come down? Oh wait, I need to actually add parameters. Go over here. Set it down up here. And then over here. There we go. Okay. There we go. Okay. Now, how about these sides? I think how do I just make these? Go like that. Actually, that's like exactly what I want. Okay. It's super jank, but it will work. Alright, and then add these. Wait, which one of these is open? Okay, so all the way over here. And then all the way over here. Like this. Okay, So, hold on. Can I select both of these at the same time? Can I move both of these at the same time? If I hold control. Ooh, how can I see both of these at once? Hold on. Maybe Alt? Oh, hello. Okay, there we go. Now I gotta move them together. I just learned something about clipping them, linking them together. That's fun. It looks super bad and janky, but it works. Okay, I see, okay. Alright, and then, hold on. Let's turn them all to the side. And then, look at that! I got the belt moving up and down. It's really bad because it's art that is not meant to be used like this, but it works. Look at that! That's awesome. Okay. You know, at the end of the day, other than like the rotational stuff, I feel like all the, well, no, the warp deformers also do a lot of things. But this is basically like someone took the rotation tool in Clip Studio and just like maxed out its stats. That's what this feels like. Okay, let's do something a little bit more. Let's play around with this a bit more. Ooh, and I'm feeling it in my throat. Alright. No, alright, because right now we got it so that it can do this. But let's like, let's unchain these. And this mouth form. This is the one, right? Okay, so right now we got it doing that. So let's change these at the bottom so that by the time this is down and around here, I want to see if I can't like close this mouth a bit. Do I have to move each one of these individually? Surely that doesn't need to be the case. Surely that doesn't need to be the case. It's a bit like working with Play-Doh though. Okay. I think you do have to move each of these individually. Oh man. There's probably an easier way to do this. This is the way that we're doing it for right now. Oh wait, hold on, no. Okay. Oh, no. No, why am I moving all of them? I move just that one, yeah. Okay. Oh no, it doesn't kind of be like that actually. Okay. And then This looks so jank and so bad, but it is mine. And therefore, I love it. Alright, and then... This looks so terrible. But it's the first time I'm doing it. How do I smooth these out? These look real bad. The top lip looks super bumpy. How do I fix that? Probably just by adding more points, honestly. Okay, and by bringing up the bottom ones a bit. Okay, yeah, now I see. Okay. And then like that. Looks like they're gonna have slightly open mouths. Okay. He's gonna have some lips. Some DSLs up in here. Hello, sir? Alright. Alright, now this is looking better. And way less, like, warped. Even though it's still shit. But I'll take it. It's my shit, damn it. Alright. It does look like just... It does look just like poop. Okay. And then that's like no. No. Okay. It's super janky, but look, he kind of closes his mouth. Look at that. Super janky, but it works. It's good enough for now. Okay. Okay. I'll take it. Let's play around with the eye a little bit. Alright. Here's the thing I don't know. When it comes to eyes, which one should you designate as like your left eye and your right eye? Actually, which one did I designate over here? Okay, so I put left eye as the one that's on my left hand side. Okay. So that's good to know. Alright. I want to select this stuff, and then I want to deselect the square. Okay. And actually, hold on. I don't want all this stuff. I want just this stuff. And then deselect the square. Okay. Now let's mess around with this a little bit. We want to set a warp deformer. Name. Left eye close. Okay, we're gonna try messing around with this. Actually, no. Actually, hold on. I need to be doing this completely differently. It's still too much. We need to deselect the creation of that. Okay, so we need to start with actually just that. Why don't I like me select just like I want to just select this one. Okay. Okay. Accidentally turned down my headset all the way. Okay, so okay, then I want to create a new warp deformer. I'm going to name it bottom eyelid. Ooh. Wait, no. Let's see. L bottom eyelid. Okay, here we go. And I'm gonna make one over here that has the same name. L bottom eyelid. Okay. Okay. And then we want to put in these. All right. I want to have this be over here. And then all the way over here. I want to have that. So, okay. So we can have a real janky like eye close. Okay. Okay. And then I'll leave this over here. All right, and now we're going to select this. And I'm going to create this. I'm going to be like L, I, close. All right. Create. And no, actually I don't want to do that. Looks like I actually do want to. Wait, no, hold on. Then I want to, looks like there already is like open? No, I'm gonna create my new one. Li close. Li close. Okay. I think I actually want to like I actually want to like deform this. This looks so bad. No, I don't want the. I don't want the red dot. I want that green dot right next to it. Ah, no, not the green, not the red dot. I want this green dot right here. Yes. There we go. Ew. It's gross. Oh wait, no, okay. Probably shouldn't move those until I move the big ones. Okay. He's learning. This looks so gross and so terrible. I love it. what everybody deals with at the beginning? It's just like a whole bunch of putty that you're very awkwardly like messing around with. That's what it feels like. There's gotta be some way to just like actually make this disappear. I don't know how to do that. So we're not doing it. Okay, and then well, I also don't really have the proper layers to do this because everything's not actually like cut properly and there's nothing to like actually just cover it up. Don't have that. Okay, oh, did I? Shoot. Okay, so this is gonna be this keyframe. Ah, shoot. I did all of this and I just realized something. Ah. How far can I go back? I've made a lot of changes. Okay. Didn't realize I'd actually gotten rid of the parameters. So I want this to be here. And then, now I need to actually come over here. Now I need to start moving everything again. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay. No. I got it. Okay, hey, okay, perfect. I've done something this time that's made it easier somehow. I don't know how, but I did and I like it and we're going with it. Okay, come on. You can do it. I believe in you. This is looking wildly cursed. Okay. Oh, it's looking so bad. Okay, there we go. Okay. Now it's actually looking like it's doing a thing. Okay. And now. Okay. And now. It just kind of goes away. Okay. That's alright. Yay. Now they're both doing the things together. Okay. And then I'm going to unchain these. We're going to come back to here. We're going to select the top eyelid up here and deselect this. Oh my god. Okay, there we go. And then select this up here. There we go. Okay. And then we're going to add this. Let's see. L top eyelid. I cannot spell today. Okay, alright. And then boop. And then we're gonna create one of these. It also has the same name. L top eyelid. Okay, and then boop. Alright. And I'm going to come over here. We're going to add these and always do that. No. And then I come over here. I'm going to select these. There's nothing. And I'll select this one all the way over here as one thing. And then actually, hold on a second. Hold on, I need to move this. Yes, okay, move this up here. Alright, I need to link these two again. I need to see where they're like here. Okay, then we come back, oh no, maybe they'll come back over here. And set that here. Wait, does this not have parameters? I didn't have those set. Oh gosh, where was it before? Okay. Okay, then we need to set this in here. Then we need to move this down over here and set that as this. Wait, no, I have it backwards. Okay. Yay. And get these to move together. How do we get these to move together? Because right now it's working, but now it's a confusing mess. How do I link these together? There's definitely like that chain thing that I can do. Ah, no. Okay, that looks pretty good. It's absolute jank, but it works. How do I get these to move together? That's the real question. There's gotta be a way to chain more than one thing together, or more than two things together, I should say. Oh wait, hold on. No, that just... Dang it, that just... Alright, if you click that chain icon, it automatically chains it to whatever is below it. Unless it already has something, unless there's always something that's chained, then just touching it will undo the chain. Yeah, that just undoes it. Maybe if I tap below, no, it just undoes it. No, I don't want that. Yay! Alright. It's maybe not the best thing to be messing around with because it just has so many bad layers on it and it's just a bunch of lines. Well, it's good for like learning the like bare bones basics, I will say. The bare bones basics. Alright, I need to actually... Live2D comes with like some models that you can actually play around with. I think I actually need to do that. I think I'll try that next time. But I really just wanted to mess around with something so I could learn like the basics. I still need to learn like how to like set something and whatnot. Now I need to play around with, now I want to play around with like an actual model. What I really want to do is I don't really want to get into like rigging models. What I do want to get into is like, I think if anything, I'd like to be kind of like, who is that? That like Kevin guy who just makes assets? That would be fun. And just like goofy things like that. I really, the big thing that I want to make is a disintegration ray. But that's crazy. Anyways, my throat is killing me because I heard it yesterday because I was so angry at traffic. I cannot freaking wait for self-driving cars so we can just get rid of traffic. I tell you what, oh my god. I want nothing more than self-driving cars so we can just get rid of traffic because you won't have people that are stopping and getting in wrecks and stuff. Well, it'll at least greatly limit the amount of people who are getting into wrecks and whatnot. But there'll always be people trying to figure out how to actually control them and whatnot. It'd be a bad day. Anyways. My throat's killing me, and I really want to watch the last chapter of Enreco, so I'm going to call it here. It's been fun, it's been real fun, but it has not been a fun reel. I actually feel like I learned something today. I was really struggling with this the past couple times I tried to stream it because I had no idea what was going on, and after actually trying to learn a bit, I can actually play around with stuff, and that's fun. Okay, I'm going to stop talking before